What's up, everybody? What's up? Yeah,
What's going on, everybody?
what it do? This is Shannon and Shirley, the hosts of.
My Marriage is Dope podcast.
Yes, it is. How you doing? How you doing? How y'all doing today?
Yes, welcome. I'm doing good. How you doing, baby? How you doing? What you been up to? You've been up to
Let
a
me.
lot.
Don't. Let me, I can't walk and chew gum at the same
Oh
time. So
my
let me do this. You talk to the people.
goodness.
Uh,
Man, it's so good to be here with you guys today. We have a wonderful podcast. Oh, listen. Are we going to talk about the King Conference?
not right now.
No, not right now. Okay. There's a conference going on, but we won't talk about it right now. But I've been doing well. I've been doing well. I have been working on some projects that I'm so excited about. The Holy Spirit is just downloading things to me, and I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the journey that Shannon is on. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at different. Excited about the journey that Shannon is on. I guess
What journey am I on?
the journey that you're on. The Sherpa. The Sherpa
Ah,
man. He's becoming a Sherpa man.
tell him what. Do you know what
He's
that is?
already
Tell him.
full of wisdom, right? Okay, we all know that.
You got jokes.
And now he's taking it to the next level. He's getting his executive coaching certification in a very powerful program. Very powerful. And I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for myself. It's really one of the first times. I feel like I'm doing a lot.
You are doing a lot.
I'm pouring
You're
water.
doing a
I'm
lot.
pinning comments. It's a lot going on, but yeah, I have been searching for you know the baseline of my purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and to be honest, in our marriage, not having it,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing what it was or whatever. I thought it
Mm-hmm.
was this, I thought it was that.
Mm-hmm.
And that has probably caused a lot of frustration in our marriage.
It has caused a lot of frustration. And it's so crazy because that's really a great point to just stick to for 2 seconds.
2 seconds. You got 2 seconds. That's
Right?
it.
Because lately I've been talking to a lot of men more than I ever have.
Mm-hmm.
And I've come to see a pattern.
Mm.
And a lot of them, most of them, are having issues in their marriage because they are not connected to their purpose. They don't know what their purpose is. They're afraid to move out on their purpose.
Mm.
There's some, either unknown or fear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually spilling over into their marriage,
Mm.
right? Because of how they view themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, how you view yourself spills over into how you treat other people,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? And so
Mm-hmm.
then, of course, how you treat the people closest to you,
Mm-hmm.
i.e., your spouse,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when you're unhappy because you know that there's something missing, you're not fulfilled, you're taking it out on your spouse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's been the common denominator amongst so many people. And you're right. Like a lot of our challenges, really, when we pull back the layers, your frustration is like it's not the marriage. It's I am not living in my purpose,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? To its full capacity. Like you
Mm-hmm.
love what we do, but there's something missing.
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah.
So, yep, that is something that I believe a man must do
Mm-hmm.
in order to bring his best self, his most authentic self,
Mm-hmm.
his most
Yep.
prepared self.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, oftentimes you would ask me questions. I'd be like, I don't know what to do. I
Yeah.
don't like. When do I never not know what to do?
Right.
Right, but
And I'd be frustrated because I'd be like, only you know. We always know.
right,
No, nobody can know. But you're like,
right.
no, I really
I
don't
really don't know
know.
what to do, and that ain't the problem no more.
Yeah, yeah.
I have zeroed in on it, I've honed in on it, and it is bringing me a type of joy. Let me ask you a question. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
putting you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see a difference in me?
I absolutely see a difference in you. it's so crazy. Because we had gotten baptized, and probably a week after we got baptized together, you had said, man, I don't want to jinx it, but do you feel something different? And we had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't until like the beginning of last week, I was like, it was like an epiphany. I was like, man, I really feel something different.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, like right while you were about to leave for the program, like you had a light in you before you even left to go start your program.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like this excitement, this awareness that something is about to happen that has never happened before.
Mm-hmm.
And you just you're excited about life in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, which speaks to the importance of coaching,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you're in a coaching program, but in the coaching program, you're being coached.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing the fruits of the light bulb moments come on for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all better go get coaching or counseling. We don't care if you don't come to us. Go to somebody, because I'm telling you, it's necessary.
It is
It's
absolutely necessary
necessary
if you want to grow and develop.
if you want to
It's
grow and
right.
develop.
If you want to grow, if you don't
Yes.
want to grow and develop, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing and be happy with it.
And
But
get what you're getting and don't complain. Exactly.
right. So um um we've been doing this kind of, I hate to call it a series, but it's been a series on like 6 steps
Mm-hmm.
to simplify your marriage.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is, I don't want to add another step. We got way too many steps. We got a whole lot of steps to share
You done
over.
figured out another step.
But this step, you like your purpose. Both of you
Mm.
being and operating in your purpose will
Mhm.
bring so much more to
Yeah.
the marriage than not doing that.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
No, 100%. That is accurate. That is accurate. Yep.
So
So
let's start off with the now make sure you guys are subscribing. Um, you're hitting the bell notification so you can be notified when we're going live. We're doing, most often than not, we're doing a podcast episode live. So that is that notification you'll get. And then subscribe so you comment, you can get in on the dialogue, you can get in on the Q&A, and we can connect with you on a level that we couldn't connect with you if you are not subscribed. So make sure that you're doing that.
and those on the other platforms, go to YouTube. We want you guys to make your way to YouTube.
And where should they
Yep.
go to YouTube?
Go to YouTube. Where should they go?
To the YouTube channel. Did you have a break for it?
I did.
My Marriage is Dope podcast.
My Marriage is Dope podcast. Because
On
I'm
YouTube?
thinking Marriage Inc. And I'm
Right,
like,
right.
My Marriage is Dope podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go with this first kind of tip. It's not kind of a tip. It's a solid piece of advice.
It's a tip, right?
Right.
And so because it is a series, you know, you could do as many as you want. Do the ones that resonate with you. But our thing is do something. And that's why we're connected to this series for however long it takes, because we want to just give you guys some things that you didn't think of, like, man, I didn't even think of that, right? So first one, spiritual. So I love this one, right? Decorate your home with inspiring decor or quotes.
Hold on just for a second. Let me.
Okay.
For the folks that are tuning in on IG, look at the pinned comment. Look at the pinned comment. You can actually hear and see everything on YouTube at My Marriage is Dope podcast. We want you to go over there and view the content there. We're just letting you know we're here right now. So go on over. We're muted over here, right? And we're muted. I don't think we're muted on TikTok, but we're muted over here on IG. Go to YouTube, My Marriage is Dope podcast, and tune in for the audio there. Good deal. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right. So, you know, that's the whole making a house a home. And so we love to decorate our homes. And so we encourage people to put some encouraging quotes and decor, some spirit, some Bible verses, just something where, like I used to do sticky notes
Mm-hmm.
growing up, and the boys so that they could see, or I would get sheets of paper, um, print paper,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like
I would
construction paper.
construct right and draw pictures and things and put it on their walls of their room so they would wake up, they would see, I'm a king, I'm going to do my best today, like whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so,
Mm-hmm.
as adults, like, yeah, go to the home store, they have some amazing things, Michael's, Hobby Lobby,
And you can have some stuff
custom printed.
custom printed, just to, if it's a quote that you like,
Mm-hmm.
or something that prompts you from your energy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is that a good way to put it?
No, yeah, definitely. Like you read something that's powerful, you could be in a bad mood, and if you receive it, it can help to shift the
Mm-hmm.
energy in
Mm-hmm.
you. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and the energy in the whole household. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just very important.
And we
What's
about
mhm.
it, like that energy, that shift of energy is so needed because it could change the course of somebody's whole day. The kids
Mm-hmm,
I believe, would have better days
mm-hmm.
when you were home and you did that. Because I didn't do that. And when I had them as sole responsibility, it might have been a little shift.
Well, I went deep with them. Like I would have them stand in the mirror and like go in like, I am a strong black boy. I am a strong black boy.
Did you have my babies doing
I
that?
did. I did. I
Lord
absolutely
Jesus.
did. And
Oh my
and we
goodness.
see the Godfidence in them today
The
as they are
confidence. Yes.
24 and 25 years old.
Yes, we
Praise
do see
God.
that. We
Yes,
do
we
see that.
do.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Financial.
Financial.
This is so important.
Mm.
Talk about it, King.
Listen, this is so near and dear to my heart because I can't get it. I've tried God knows how many places, but because of my health history, I cannot get life insurance. This is a must. I don't care if it's whole life, term life, all of these different, family banks, all of this. Get you some life insurance so your family does not have to do a GoFundMe to bury you. Period. And then they can also take care of things that you left untaken care of. Not because you were irresponsible, because you just didn't get a chance to get to it. Insurance, life insurance. Get it now. Period. End of discussion. You don't need, I mean, it should be self-explanatory. People will drop like that, and
Mm-hmm.
life is over and you don't know it until it happens,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're left like, well, how are we going to take care of this stuff?
Yeah, well, I mean, we know people who have dropped dead in their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't have life insurance, they've left a spouse
Mm-hmm.
out there,
Mm-hmm.
right? And let me say this: I'm going to go even before the what Shannon said.
Mm-hmm.
Get it before you get like. Don't wait.
Yeah, you can't wait.
Don't
That's the
wait.
whole point.
That's the that,
I waited,
right.
got sick, and then couldn't
And
get it.
get it.
Don't wait while you're healthy.
Yeah, spend that money,
While you're
y'all.
healthy right now, and
Come
get
on.
it.
Yeah.
It will lift the especially the person who is the primary financial responsible person.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's stuff y'all rely on most,
Mm-hmm.
make sure, because what it'll do is it'll lift a weight off of the shoulders of your spouse
Mm-hmm.
that is unnecessary weight.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
unnecessary weight. And so do that for your spouse. I guarantee you will not
Yeah.
regret that decision.
Yeah. The health tip. Simple. Walk daily. Seriously, walk daily. And listen, I've gotten to the point where I'm not giving myself any excuse. I have a gym membership, but when I don't make it to the gym, I'm right there in my office or I'm downstairs in my living room with the YouTube channel on and I'm doing a workout. I will
You'll do what?
walk for an hour in my small office. I am walking in place. I am flailing my arms. I'm doing like this. I'm doing everything to burn calories, to
Mhm.
get my heart rate up
Mhm.
so that I can get in a healthier place. I am not pleased with my health right now,
Mhm.
and I'm doing something about it. I'm encouraging those of you who you may look great and feel like, oh, I don't need to do it because I look
Mhm.
great. Trust me, it's going to catch up with you and you're not going to like what happens.
Right. All y'all still going to McDonald's and
I'm telling you,
all those
yeah.
places, and you young and you feel like you know
Yeah,
you don't
man.
have to worry about nothing. You have to worry about it. It will sneak up on you
Mm-hmm.
and jump on you
Yep.
when you least expect it.
Yep.
So
At the least, and I'm saying walk regularly, at the least, get in at least 30 minutes of heart pumping something
give them
daily.
a steps. Don't give them no time. Give them amount. How many steps should they be doing on average a day?
I would say no less than 5,000.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
No less than
We were thinking
5,000.
the exact same number. We should go play that number. No.
5,000, 5,000,000. Yeah, at least 5,000.
Right?
You know, you could check it on your watch or your phone.
Fitbit, they got too many
Fit,
devices.
right.
Even if you just hold your phone and swing your phone,
Yeah.
it has an accelerometer in it, so it's going to mark your steps.
And a little vigorous, not no,
Not
walking
a
Miss
stroll.
Daisy. You
Not a
understand?
stroll.
Like for real. Because your heart needs to stay strong.
Right. So
So,
you think that's like what does that got to do with having a better marriage or
oh,
like it's the simple
it's,
things,
yes, right.
right? Because look,
Listen, when you
when
out
you
of
get
breath,
when you out of breath, when you trying to do the
trying to get
thing
that
thing
thing.
and you can't breathe,
And you like,
listen,
babe, are you almost
you
done?
ain't been. Are you right? Are you done
You
yet?
done
Like
yet?
right?
Shoot.
When you trying to do the thing and you can't, you didn't work on stretching and flexibility, and you trying to get in positions that your body don't want to get into. You
Man,
better shucks.
listen.
You're not, and the goal is to be married until you die. So what does that look like? Right now, you
Mm-hmm.
might be spry and ready to get it. But what will that look like in 10, 20, 30
Right.
years?
That's right. That's
Right?
right.
So now is the time. Now is the
Now is the
time.
time.
Now is the time.
Because the time is
Don't do
now.
that. Don't
Okay.
do that. Don't do that.
He always be hating on my singing.
Don't do
Okay.
that.
Emotional.
All right, emotional.
Celebrate milestones and holidays, especially the holidays that are important to you.
Mm.
Right?
I feel like I'm being rebuked right now.
What? Well, because you ain't doing none of these.
This whole list is what is going on?
I just picked it. I don't know. If it's stepping on your toes and you at church, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's a list of stuff.
Okay, all right.
Just
It's just
saying.
all right. It's just a list of stuff.
It is.
Okay.
You should pick the next one.
Okay, no, I don't want to pick it. You have the list. It's right there. You have the list.
No, I'm saying next week you can pick them.
Okay.
Celebrate milestones.
Y'all, she is all in. She just, I should be walking. I don't have life insurance. I don't really be decorating. I don't care about the decoration of the house. I like,
oh my gosh.
but I love it when I see it. When I see it, I'm like, oh, she did this or she did that. I like that. So you stepping on my toes a little bit. All right.
Listen.
And I missed her birthday for real. Like her birthday.
And Valentine's.
I didn't make it a big deal. Nobody. So this, you are seeing a live intervention. And we don't want we want to be honest with you guys. So but that's me. She talking to me. She is This is my podcast episode. Go
Mm,
ahead,
mm, mm.
woman. This woman that God
Oh
has
my
given me.
goodness. I made this list and on 328
Well, you
because I
felt that
do
way.
stuff in
320.
advance.
Right. You felt that way. 328.
I mean, listen. Anyway,
Anyway, go
right?
ahead. Right.
And the reason why this is important is because there are some things that's important to one spouse that's not important to the other.
Yes. Yes.
And those are the times when we need to step up our game and make what's important to our spouse important to us. And that's celebrating, like, you need to know to your spouse, what's your favorite holiday? Right? You need to know from your spouse, what's your favorite holiday? What milestone is like very important to you? Like, you're like, whatever, Christmas is, but this, like, birthdays is everything to me, or Valentine's is everything to me, or Thanksgiving is everything to me. What is that milestone that's just everything to your spouse? Definitely don't forget birthdays and anniversaries, period. Just don't do it. Our circumstance, I mean, I don't want to give him an out, and I'm not, but I do understand he was so not feeling good. But on the flip side, and he said he did plan something, because I was like, well, you could have planned something. And he was like, yeah, I did, but now we have to go to the hospital, right? So my birthday just got messed up. But anniversaries, that's just important, especially for women. But I don't want to say that it's not important to men. To some men, I mean, many men,
Very
it's
important.
it's very important. So just keep that on your radar, people. Like, what matters to my spouse?
Mentally.
Oh, this is for you.
That's
for you. A friendly debate.
She's got jokes.
Friendly debate, so we can learn to respect each other's opposing ideas and thoughts. Because listen, early on, that was a challenge for us, because Shannon thought outside of the box.
And I love to debate.
And he loved to debate. And his out of the box, I wasn't used to that level of out of the box that Shannon, where he would go, I'll be like, ooh, you don't believe in God? Right? But he wasn't saying he didn't believe in God. He was just challenging different things that was in the word. And, well, what if God this, or what if God that? And I was so close-minded with that. And so now that I'm the complete opposite, it really is a beautiful space, because we have some wonderful conversations. Or I'll just listen to something he'll share, and I'll just listen. And now I'll take it, instead of taking it and being like, this nigga is crazy. What is going on? I'll be like, man, that's interesting. Like, I had never thought of it that way. And right. And so then I'll think on it. And I've learned so much from you with having an open mind, and us being able to just discuss our different ideas about things. And I love it. It actually draws me closer to you emotionally.
So that kind of mental stipulation, those mental chess games, not manipulation, but just debate. It could be politics, it could be religion or spirituality, it could be sports. We have a friendly back and forth about, I'm the better cook than she is. There's no debating that, but she tries to.
I'm the wife that likes to make my husband feel good. You know what I mean? So I don't believe in tearing his spirit down. So I just let him have it.
Shots fired.
Let him have it.
All right. And then sexually.
Sexually, oh, this is yours too.
Oh my word!
What
is going on? The bus is real out here in these streets.
What? No, this is ours. The Visit Adult. What is it? Is it, well, adult and sex stores? Is that a double?
Adult entertainment stores.
Adult entertainment stores.
Adult novelty stores.
Adult novelty. See, he knows this stuff. Right. Adult novelty.
I just don't want us to get dinged on by saying certain words on
Listen, y'all, we gotta keep it spicy. Gotta go. We don't go as often as we should.
we don't never go. Well, I'll go. She don't go.
I go.
You might go by yourself. You feel that bus? You feel how that felt?
We've went to the adult store.
Okay.
I just said we don't go as often as we should.
Well, once in a
What?
marriage, once in a marriage doesn't hurt nobody.
Oh,
Right.
Lord. He's such a tit for tat.
But if
literally,
if I invite you, would you go?
Why are you asking a rhetorical question like that?
Okay, all right.
We already know the answer because we've been.
Okay. Well, let's go.
More than once.
Well, let's go. Look, we don't go to Walmart together,
but
so
we don't. But we don't.
But we need to be intentional about. We'll need to be intentional about Walmart. But interesting thing, sidebar.
What?
Interesting thing about Walmart. Have you noticed that in Latino families, Hispanic families, that they are bound and determined to shop together?
Oh, the whole family be
The
there.
whole family.
Yes.
Husband just finished cutting lawns all day, doing roofing, construction. He worked. You could see the work on him.
Yep.
He took a shower.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Mira, ¿cómo estás, Walmart?"
You said "Cómo estás?"
I know.
How are you, Walmart? But listen, he pushing the cart too.
And he pushing the cart. He might not be selecting nothing.
Honey.
He might not, right?
That's amazing.
That togetherness.
Yes.
I would love to look at someone. I would love to look at some of the
Walmart. Donde es Walmart. That's where is Walmart, I think.
Right. So just being able to spend that kind of time together is probably a very beautiful thing.
Yeah, I love that. That culture. I mean, everybody has their thing, but that culture, they really do seem very tight knit, very community,
very
family oriented. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yep.
Family oriented. All right, we're here for the
Q&A. All right, y'all want to hear the Q&A? This is when people come into our inbox or emails and they send us a question. This is my favorite part. I love answering questions. So join us over on YouTube, guys.
So now the key to this, the Q&A,
and you can ask your question.
The key to the Q&A is I don't know the questions. Only she knows the questions. I have not seen them. I don't know what they are, and so I like to move extemporaneously when we deal with these questions. So
yes,
letting you go IG as well. Come on over to YouTube, My Marriage is Dope podcast, and join the Q&A there. You can ask the question. We'll answer it live on this podcast episode.
Yes.
Peace and blessings.
Hey Marcus, hey Hassan, hey Daria, how y'all doing out? How you doing? All right, want to get to the first one?
Yeah.
So I am dating a gentleman and he says he does not want children. I do. However, I honestly do not think that I will meet someone like him again. He is a rarity. He's chivalrous, ambitious, goal-oriented. He's 32 and I am 29 and we are already on the path to millions. He treats me so respectful and his family loves me. We dated in college, broke up, and met back up almost 2 years ago. We are deeply connected to each other. It's just this one thing. So do you think we can work past this difference? Any way possible, please help. Tell us how to work through this.
The question really is, can she work past the difference? Because he's made it clear that he wants children. She doesn't want children. She has made it clear she doesn't want children. She wants children. That she wants children. That to me is a non-negotiable, and they should end the relationship.
Yep. I mean, listen,
it's very clear to me.
One of two things, right? Because I agree. How do we work through it? We don't work through it. you have to, and see, this is the thing, because what I want to say is, you have to say, can I, even though I want children, am I willing to live without ever having children?
Mm-hmm.
But this is what women do. Women will say, okay, yes, because I love him. Get into the marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and then a couple years later, it is like the biggest issue that they'll ever have.
Mm-hmm.
And he will be dogged out for not having children
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when he was upfront about it, and you
Mm-hmm.
lied about it so that you can get
Mm-hmm.
in the marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And so, I want to say, if you could be honest with yourself, but the reality is you want children.
Right.
You need to find somebody else who, because that is a non-negotiable. People who want children that can't have children. I mean, to this day, I have friends who wanted children their whole lives
Mm-hmm.
and do not have children, and it is one of the most heartbreaking things for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's not something you're going to get over.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
It's not. And so, and I'm not saying you can't get through it. I'm not saying you can't have a happy life without children. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
But the work that it takes for you to get into that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
be prepared to do work.
Be prepared to do the work.
And if you're not prepared to do the work, then go ahead and find another rarity. He's out there.
He's
It's just
out
going
there.
to take time, boo.
He's definitely out there.
Right.
Definitely out there.
So,
All right, poo poo. Good question.
Shannon and Shirley, you guys helped me with my divorce. You walked me through it so that I wouldn't lose myself or think it was the end of the world. You helped me see that I really did do all I could, and it was time to consider everything, not just what I felt. And I want to first thank you again. I trust your advice completely, so here's my question. I've been dating for the past 9 months, and I really like this girl. She's a keeper. So I thought. So I found out the other day something about her past that she did not share with me. Her cousin brought it up at dinner. I guess thinking I already knew, and it was that she was sexually assaulted while in college. Ooh. What do I do with this information? And then the fact that she didn't share it with me. Is it a red flag? Now I'm confused because I was serious about her.
Well, one, it's definitely not a red flag. People don't just go around saying I was molested in or raped or whatever words you term you want to use. People just don't walk around saying that. There's a significant amount of shame associated with it, even though they're the victim. And so it would be highly unwise for you to not give the grace. It's not like you're not even in a place to give grace. When she's ready to talk to you about it, she'll talk to you about it. Until then, just keep your mouth quiet and just keep loving on her and loving her in a way that is unmistakable, that she can trust you with her heart in that way, because clearly she didn't feel that she could. It's, to me, not a red flag at all.
Okay, so I have a different perspective, and I'll say it definitely is a yellow flag. We're 9 months in. That is very serious information, right? We're talking about, yeah, you need to ask questions about um, credit score and talk about income and all this other stuff. This is one of those things that you discuss, and you don't wait until after the marriage. um, because the fact that she got sexually assaulted, how is it playing out in who she is now?
Mm-hmm.
Because it has changed her in some way, right? Will you end up getting married and she doesn't want to be touched? Because this is the thing. She may want to be touched now,
Mm-hmm.
but in the marriage, it can change.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So, 9 months in, to me, that's a yellow flag. So I would say, now that you have the information, you need to bring the information to her, that you know that it's been brought to your attention that this happened, and we need to discuss it, and I really would like to know why you chose not to share it with me, right? Is it because I've not created a safe space emotionally for you to share it? Is it because you were afraid that I wouldn't want to be with you anymore? Right? Like there's something. And so it's really important to know what that something is. And then you need to ask her, how has it changed her? How has that event affected her? Has she gone to counseling for it? Right? Like the details of the event, I'm sorry, but it matters. She may not want to talk about it. And if she doesn't want to talk about it, do not move forward with her until she's ready to talk about it. Because I'm telling you, that means it is still very traumatic on her, and it's going to be a problem in your marriage.
I don't think it's a red flag. I don't think you should stop. A red flag means you should stop. Yellow flag means move ahead with caution. So I would move ahead with caution. Trust me. I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking about something I read in a book. And yes, does it need to be talked about? Yes. But it needs to be talked about definitely more on her terms than it is on your terms. Although you want this information and you want to know how to move forward, yeah, you don't want to walk in there with an interrogation at all. You want to be inquisitive. You want to be concerned, but you do not want to be interrogative at all. All right. Next question.
Next question. Do you think it's possible for men and women to understand one another? My wife and I are constantly battling and misunderstanding one another. We are newly married, just under 2 years, and I can't imagine a lifetime of this.
Lord, he in the thick of it, throes of it, right? So,
That's funny.
yeah, this is what you signed up for, brother. It's a lifetime of, it doesn't have to be a lifetime of this. If you will take the time to appreciate and understand where your wife is coming from and she could do the same, then that you don't have to agree. You don't have to be carbon copies of each other. You just have to have respect for each other and respect for the fact that y'all are grown. You're sovereign human beings. You've had your own set of opinions and things that have been formed over the years. And just because you're all met doesn't mean that goes out of the window. And so, give each other grace and allow each other to express your opinions. Don't take things personal. That's what this is about. What is that?
A Q-tip.
It's a Q-tip.
Mm-hmm.
The acronym for Q-tip is quit taking it personal. It's not about you.
Yeah.
Right? When
Mm-hmm.
somebody has an opinion, let them have that opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Stop taking it personal.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thoughts.
2 years, you're getting to know each other, right? Like, I mean, we're 20 something years in, 26, 7 years in, and we're still getting to know each other, right? And so, like Shannon said, the one of the challenges I could almost guarantee is you guys are trying to change each other. You're seeing things because I don't know how long you dated, but living together, you're experiencing things you didn't experience before. And so you're now in this season of, well, you weren't like that before, and the reality is you don't know what he or she was like because you did not live with them on a daily basis. You did not live with them on a daily basis. So just stop trying to change each other and start trying to understand each other, right? Just work on that. Work on like, okay, right, this is okay, I'm seeing this side of you. Like, let's talk about this. Like, what is this about? If your spouse is doing something that you don't like, instead of scolding and criticizing, be like, dang, you so junky, da da da. Like, y'all really should have a conversation, which I almost guarantee you did not, about managing your house, what that looks like, what your expectations are, what you would like to see. Is that something that you can do? How do you feel about that? how are we going to play our roles
Mhm.
so that we're on the same page? Everything that needs to get done is getting done, and nobody's like spazzing out here, right?
Mhm.
Because we're trying to get used to each other now.
Mhm.
So, like Shanna said, extend grace. Stop. Your spouse is not the enemy. They're still a wonderful person just because they throw their clothes all over the floor. They're still a wonderful person. Like, come on.
All
So,
right, we'll take one more question.
one more. Um, we are asking that you end this debate we are having. No pressure. My wife is extremely close to her family, and please don't think I have a problem with them. It's quite the opposite. I love her family. I also believe that we should have boundaries because when the lines are blurred, it can spill over into our marriage. My wife believes that her family is our strongest support system and they want the best for us. So her sharing our business helps us more than hurt us because they give her good advice. Well, sometimes that advice has been a disruptor to our marriage, and my wife believes I'm just being sensitive. I'm writing this, but she is right here with me. We'd like to know your wisdom on what sharing with family should look like. And it shouldn't. Listen, there definitely need to be boundaries, and boundaries are painful for the people receiving them and the person or people that have to give them, right? um your family is your greatest support system, and that is a beautiful thing,
Mhm.
but you have to know when their support is needed, right?
Mhm.
The-
Mhm.
if your dog dies, the support might be needed. If you need them to watch the baby, the support is needed.
Mhm.
If saying your house flooded and you need somewhere to go, the support is needed. Telling your business, that is not the type of support that is needed. 9 times out of 10, they're always going to lean towards their blood child.
Mhm.
And because your parent genuinely loves you and wants the best for you, you'll take their opinion into consideration,
Mhm.
even more so than your spouse's.
Mhm.
And that's where the problems come in. Your parents, as wise as they are, their opinion should not supersede your spouse. Only when you and your spouse together decide to go to them for advice. That's different. We're on the same page. We come first. Nobody else comes first. And if my husband is not comfortable with me discussing whatever with whomever, it's not happening. Do not disrupt your home for the sake of yapping off and sharing. Like, what are you going to lose to stop talking about your business
Mhm.
with your family? What do you lose?
Mhm.
Nothing. You still have an amazing relationship. It's a million other things that we could talk about.
Mhm. Mhm.
You understand? So, no, I'm sorry, sis, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong, and it's going to hurt your marriage. So listen, if you want to hurt your marriage, keep doing what you're doing. He's telling you right now, just from you guys, both of you guys have sent this question. He's telling you, this is bothering me. I don't like it. And it's disrupting our household.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts?
I don't need to add nothing. That'll make it the meal too rich. Don't need to put no more frosting on that cake.
Sometimes a rich meal is good.
No, no, it's not.
Gonna scroll through.
No, there's nothing to be scrolled. Anybody say that? The comments are.
Oh, there were no questions?
Yeah, there are no questions. No questions at all.
Yes, We Over We t-shirt is on our website. Love you guys. Thank you guys for being here with us. Listen, subscribe, like, share it with other people, and let's grow together.
Let's grow together, guys. Thank you for joining us on another episode of My Marriage is Dope podcast. I have been your host, along with my co host, Shirley Austin. I am Shannon Austin. Thank you for joining us once again, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.